Self-love, a buzzing word. I want to talk about my struggles, my storms, and few successes. Hello everyone, this is Jyotika Bedi, your host, psychologist, and founder of Happiness is Love. Loving yourself every day is hard work. It's a challenge. I personally have always felt like I'm really not enough at my work, and trying to be perfect at everything I do impacted my peace of mind and mental health. It took me a long time to realize that self-love is something that comes only from within. But there's no guide, there is no manual. The journey towards self-love is different for everyone. But there are several steps that can help us. To start, consider treating yourself with kindness and compassion. Again, I know this is hard work. We all are human, and it's important to remember that no one is perfect. Trying to be perfect all the time really leads to feelings of feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, and cost you your peace. Instead, take time to understand what you really need to give yourself and give yourself the permission to actually take care of yourself. Although self-love is an essential part of our happiness and our well-being, many of us are not aware of techniques that can really help us practice and prioritize self-love on a daily basis. And one of the most significant barriers to self-love is our own negative inner dialogues, which can cause us to push down our positive emotions, our feelings. And what happens is we start to only focus on the negative aspects of ourselves. And I'm guilty of the same, even though I'm a psychologist. Negative self-image also arises from comparing ourselves to others, as this then leads us to focus more on our failures instead of our successes. We don't know how to pat ourselves. We may also be influenced by external sources such as society, family standards, expectations, which can negatively impact the way we see ourselves. Our past relationships, especially those that have been toxic or maybe abusive, also lead us to think poorly of ourselves and make us question our self-worth. Isn't this true? It's very important to recognize that these external and internal barriers that can make it difficult to practice self-love and overcome them in order to foster a more positive view of ourselves, and this is possible. Fortunately, there are steps we can take to start practicing self-love every day. It is essential to remember that self-love is not about perfection, but rather accepting yourself for who you really are and what you stand for. Start by acknowledging your unique qualities and embrace all the things that make you special. Spending time with people who make you feel good about yourself, who believe in you, who believe in your life goals, and take time for activities that bring you joy. And make sure that you invest in hobbies. And of course, exercising, we all know, is non-negotiable. Self-love starts with self-care, and this is what I learned. Make sure to make self-care a priority. Set physical and mental goals. Self-care really is about making sure that you're meeting both your physical and your emotional needs. Take time to check in with yourself every single day. This is what I'm practicing. Emotional care is about asking yourself, how am I really doing today? How's my heart feeling today? Do I need a break today? If the answer is yes, then take one. Physical care, what are the ways you don't love yourself? Do you criticize your body all the time? I am guilty of the same, and that's why I'm working towards physical care every day. Self-care is not just going to the spa or having cupcakes. Believe me, self-love is deeper. It's investing in your personal growth every single day, building yourself up, building a life that you love, learning to believe in yourself, believing in your life goals, practicing positive self-talk, honoring your space, setting boundaries, telling yourself, I am enough, making your well-being a priority, and most importantly, learning to say no. So again, how do I practice self-love today? To me, self-love is actually about showing up for myself every single day in my relationships. Number 2, standing up for my boundaries, even if it makes people around me, especially my loved ones, uncomfortable sometimes. Number 3, having my own opinion and verbalizing it, even when people around me sometimes don't like it. Number 4, leaving some people behind because they're not good for my mental health. Number 5, finally, about honoring the promises that I make to myself. I promised myself I'm going to make this podcast. Here I am. So self-love really is a decision, and it is grown by taking action. I ask myself every single day what I can do, what can I do to change things around me. It's not something that is magically going to happen. Many of us understand that we deserve self-love, but we don't actually feel it. The idea resonates with us, but we can't feel it deep inside our bodies and our souls. So what do we need to do? We need to take action. And when you take action is what bridges the gap between thinking and feeling. Another thing that has been very helpful to me is learning to give myself positive affirmations. These positive affirmations don't have to be very flowery. They can be very, very simple and gentle reminders that I am capable. I'm worthy of love. When I feel down, these affirmations remind me to appreciate the good things about myself and the effort I put into things on a daily basis. I have also learned that self-love is never going to be a final destination, but rather something we work towards day by day. It requires daily practice and daily commitment. Self-love may be hard to practice at times, as it was for me, but these steps can really help us nurture a healthier, a happier relationship with ourselves and accepting yourself for who you really are. Love yourself and make the decision to be kind to yourself each and every day. Because the journey towards self-love is a difficult one. I'm here to tell you, it's hard work, but it's the most rewarding work you will do. It's worth the effort, believe me. Remember that you are enough just the way you are, and try to keep that in your mind, especially when you're faced with a challenge or obstacle, any obstacle that comes your way. The work that we do on ourselves becomes our gift to everyone else, because our true nature is love. If you are a parent, your greatest gift to your children is your happiness and your emotional well-being, because it is your responsibility to take care of yourself. It starts with you healing yourself. If you have been deeply conditioned to believe that sacrificing your own happiness is a virtue of being a good person, then it's time to challenge that outdated belief. I'm here to challenge that belief which is not serving you. Choosing to prioritize your own joy and well-being should not be seen as a negative trait, and we should encourage people around us to pursue their own happiness without feeling guilty or selfish. I hope this was useful to you. Thank you so much for all the love. We at Happiness is Love truly believe that together we are stronger. Together we can build ourselves, each other, and a better future. Stay tuned, keep smiling, keep shining, keep inspiring.